I've always wanted to make things, but I'm not the craftiest person. I can't carve or I can't paint, but I still have this craftsman drive. That's what pushes me to continue to want to do what it is that I'm doing. I originally went to school and did a degree in the social arts. And when I finished my degree, I just wanted to get out of town. I was living in Newfoundland at the time. Read a posting on a website that just said, vineyard help wanted, experience preferred, not required, call Tim. I called Tim and then they flew me across the country and I worked there for 3 years. I homebrewed a little bit with some equipment that they had at the winery in my spare time, but only dabbling. And then moved back to Newfoundland and there were no wineries, but there was a brewery that had a job open. With wine, you have such a long return on the effort that you've put in. You'll pick grapes in 2010 and then can't taste the wine until 2017 or 2018 or 2019. Whereas with beer, I brew it, 2 or 3 weeks later, I can see the product. I wanted to get into positions that enabled me to grow, to get enough experience to help open a brewery, and then that would be like the feather in my cap. One Sunday, I was just sitting there. I went online and I looked for jobs, and there was a posting for a head brewer in Cranbrook for a brewery that hadn't opened. I've always been continuing other people's vision. When it comes to making a lineup for a place like this, you have to create that vision. What is the similarity between all of these beers, whether you're having the lager, whether you're having the pale, whether you're having the stout or the sour? Do I do really fun beers? Do I do really subtle, sophisticated beers? Is there a balance of the both of them? Instead of having to conform to a voice, I am letting this voice kind of come out and speak for itself.
When we finally got to taste his first brews, it was like a goosebump, sort of earth-shaking experience. We're so incredibly proud of all of them. Now when customers ask me what my favorite beer is, I always have to explain it's a little bit like choosing between your children. We were very nervous because it wasn't something that we had direct control over. We got to find the right person, but as far as the creation of the beer, that's all him.
There's always a point in which I can be doing better. And for me, I find that exciting because if you love what I'm doing now, in a year, I then get to make it even better. There is never a shortage of inspiration for creativity if you're looking for it. Sometimes it's like using a zany, wacky flavor or fruit or whatever, and you throw it in the beer. Next thing you know, you've come up with a beer that's incredibly unique.